Hi there everybody, and welcome to my little video on a new product that I've just picked up, which is the Snowball by Blue. It's the ice black version of their condenser microphone. It's a USB microphone, and I'm going to be using it in some of the projects that I'm doing in the future. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity for those that might be looking into buying one, want to see what they're like, what the packaging's like, what the product's like when you first get out of the box, and a little review of the sound quality as well. So what I've got is a couple of different cameras set up today. None of them have got extra microphones, they're just the standard microphones. I've got a Panasonic GX Luminex GF3. Okay, and I've got an action cam set up. It's like an SJ4000 camera, and we're going to use those to give you a sound quality reading before, and then I'll do some editing, and I'll use the Blue Ice Snowball Black to give you a sound quality reading with the new microphone attached. So this is the device. I came from Amazon. It was about £50, shipped from France to the UK. It was nicely packaged from Amazon, very safe, in a nice big box with lots of paper all, scribbled up so that it was packed in there and it wasn't moving around. And the box is in mint condition. So thank you, Amazon, for doing your part and getting it here. As you can see, this is the Snowball Ice Black edition. Okay, it just means it's black in colour. I believe there's no difference in performance. So boxes, as boxes are really, boxy, black in design, with all the information you'd require. It's a condenser microphone, so as you can see on the box here, it shows you it needs a USB to power it. It comes with a stand, and you've got the microphone unit, and that's about it. On the back, it tells you about all the different things you could use it for: FaceTime, Skype, Twitch, and it should give you crystal clear audio recordings for YouTube, apparently. So it'd be good to see if that's actually true, and it's also Skype certified. Well, we'll see if that lives up to your certification, Mr. Skype. So, not much on the box really for interesting things. It's compatible with Windows and Macintosh, or Mac, as we in the know like to call it. So let's get opening, shall we? Not any tape to worry about. I did bring out my trusty knife if needs be, but it looks like this is going to be pretty simple. So I'm going to stick that to one side. So, box opening. Looks like it just slides out. Let's make sure we get this around the right way in case it all falls apart. Just gently. Oh, here we go. So we've got one box. I'm just going to undo the other ends to persuade the other end out. That's it. Bit of empty cardboard there, so we'll say goodbye to that for now. And we've got two separate boxes. Looks like the first one's got our microphone nice and securely snug inside of it. So let's just gently undo that one and take it out. Very nice little sphere microphone, all packed in its own wrap. Take that one out. So that's that one there. We'll move the packaging out of the way. There's nothing else inside that one. And in this one we have got, so one, we've got the instructions, another cardboard box that can go away. We've got a rather funky braided secure cable, which has got like your printer USB connection, which goes into the back of the microphone, and then a standard USB 2 connection that goes into your standard USB device, whether it's your Windows or your Mac. And we should have a little stand here. This one's a metal stand. It's got metal legs, this plastic cylinder in the top, with your screw fix on, because I believe the underside, yeah, it has a little metal screw fix, so they would just connect together. I'll do that in just a second. Little rubber feet on the end, simple screw just to tighten it up if needs be. I ordered another one of these through CEX, company in England that specialises in electricals second hand, and the one that came with mine was a plastic stand, and it was a bit rubbish. It kept, needing to be altered, whereas this, being metal, it's actually quite sturdy. Okay, it's taking quite a lot to shut those down. They've actually got kind of a bit of a resistance feeling, maybe a ball bearing or something jointing them, so that's really nice. That's going to stay standing up a lot easier than the plastic one I had. Got a bit of heft to it. As I say, the microphone just goes onto the top like this, really teaching you to suck eggs here, okay, with the screwing in clockwise. It has a ball joint, so you can adjust the angle of it inside the microphone, and then you've got your stand. So there you go. Okay, nice and simple. As you can see, little red power light on the top, so that when you plug it in with your USB cable provided, you should get a power light on the top. And as I said, the first one that I bought was from CEX. It was actually the white version, and its power light didn't ever come on. So we sent that one straight back, and I ordered a brand new one from Amazon rather than going second hand. That didn't really work out. Obviously, being a condenser mic, it would still connect to the Mac, but without power going to it, indicated by the red light, you don't get any recording, which is a little bit of a downfall when you're trying to record audio using a condenser mic. So there's the USB all plugged in. As you can see, very simple to do, and a very clear, well constructed USB on the back, so that's lovely. It's quite a good looking piece of kit, really. Quite like the black aluminium they've put in for the symbol of blue. On the silver one I had, it was silver in construction, much like you see on the picture here of your instruction manual. The instruction manual is very nicely produced. Tells you how to configure it. Well, I'm sure for Mac it's just going to be plug it in and select it in the program you're using, but I'll take a look at that a little bit later on, and then it goes into French and a load of other languages. So not a lot of configuration, about 3 pages in English, and then that's it. Okay, so thanks Blue for that, that's lovely. I think in the back is the same. Yeah, it's just reversed, so it's a reversible, bit pointless that, but thank you very much Blue. Anyway, so that is it for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to when this is plugged into the Mac and show you how to connect this up so that you can use it for your audio recordings, just in case you've never done one before and you want to know how. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to run a little test now. This might be interesting because I'm going to try and record what I'm doing on the Mac while I plug in the microphone, which changes the input method. So if it works without a hitch, it'll keep recording, and we'll have audio that you're hearing now, which will be from one of the 2 cameras, or if you're seeing the screen, it'll be from the Mac itself. Okay, when I plug in the microphone and change the settings, we'll then be hearing from the microphone directly, and we should be able to hear a difference. Okay, hopefully it won't cut out and you'll be able to hear the change. Okay, so if you're new to a Mac and you've never done anything like this before, we're going to go and set this up for you now. So what we're going to do with our mouse, we're going to take it up to the Apple symbol at the top and go down to System Preferences, which is the second one down. Okay, we're going to click on that, and that's going to take us through to System Preferences. We're then going to go to the second line down and we're going to hit Sound. Okay, that opens up the sound preference window, and then from here we're going to choose one of the 3 tabs, and we're going to go to the one that says Input, because we're adding a microphone. Now, you'll see on my screen at the moment, I have only got internal microphone of my MacBook Pro that's recording, and you can see the recording level, and here's your volume control. Okay, so what we're going to do now, which is going to be shown on the other cameras, not that you need to see it, but I'm showing you anyway. So we've got the USB lead, and I'm just going to plug that into the USB port on my MacBook Pro. Now, the blue microphone has already got a red light now showing on it, which is better than the last one I had, which didn't. So I've got power going to the microphone, and I know that it's going to be recording. But first we need to select the blue microphone that has now come up in the window. So I've selected that one, and that is now my input method. So you should be hearing recordings from the microphone itself. Okay, the volume may be a bit low, we can adjust that here, but looking at the volume level I've got there, it just means that I should probably move the microphone a little bit closer. Okay, and I'm just going to angle it, so excuse any noises. There we go. So our peak is now about halfway, and that should give me a nice recording volume. Okay, so now you're just getting the audio from the Snowball condenser microphone from Blue. Okay, so this is not the microphone on my MacBook Pro, so we should be getting a higher quality of sound than we were previously. I'm just going to talk a little bit louder so you can hear the differences in range, and I'm going to go quite close to it and see what you find out with your own preferences, and gives you an idea. At the moment it's about a foot away from me, sat on the desk next to the MacBook, as you can see. looks like it's quite a good setup really. So I hope the audio is good, and I hope this has given you a great idea on whether this product is worth buying. As I say, it was only about £50, came really quickly, and the product is really well made. So I'm looking forward to doing some projects with this later. Give me some feedback. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.